Intensive talks between the U.S. and Iran in Islamabad, Pakistan, lasted through the night, focusing on key issues such as the Strait of Hormuz, Tehran's nuclear program, war reparations, the lifting of sanctions, and a complete end to the conflict in the region. Speaking at a press conference in Islamabad, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance, who led the U.S. delegation to Pakistan, confirmed that the talks lasted 21 hours with many substantive exchanges, but no agreement was reached. He stated that this was more disadvantageous to Iran than to the U.S. and affirmed that Washington had made a final and best offer with a flexible approach but without progress. According to Vance, the main point of contention lies in Iran's refusal to abandon its nuclear program. He emphasized that the U.S. needs a clear commitment that Tehran will not pursue nuclear weapons, as well as the capabilities to quickly achieve this goal not only in the short term but also in the long term. However, the U.S. side stated that it had not received such a commitment. Throughout the negotiations, the U.S. Vice President said he maintained regular contact with President Donald Trump and other senior officials, including Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, and Commander of the U.S. Central Command Admiral Brad Cooper. The failure to reach an agreement raises many questions about the prospects of maintaining the two-week ceasefire that began earlier this week. If Iran does not commit to reopening the Strait of Hormuz, global energy supplies could continue to be disrupted. Earlier, President Donald Trump warned Iran of serious consequences if it did not accept the agreement, but also stated that he did not care whether the negotiations succeeded or not, while asserting that the U.S. had gained military superiority. Meanwhile, Iran's Tasnim news agency stated that U.S. demands had hindered the formation of a common framework and agreement following the Islamabad talks. Iran's state-run IRIB, Iranian Radio and Television, reported that the unreasonable demands from the U.S. side had prevented the Islamabad talks from yielding results. According to IRIB, the Iranian delegation conducted negotiations to protect national interests and put forward several initiatives. However, U.S. demands hampered the negotiation process, preventing progress. Earlier, Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Esmail Baqai emphasized that the outcome of the negotiations depended on the seriousness and goodwill of the other side, as well as respect for Iran's legitimate rights and interests.